Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RocketGirl Show. I'm Belinda Sandor, and today we're going to talk about the number one skill you need to grow your VA business. Let's get started. Hi, everybody. Belinda Sandor here. Today, we're going to talk about the number one skill that you need to be a virtual assistant. And I want to let you know that we are streaming the show all over the place. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Twitter, we are all over Facebook, and we are on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button so that you'll be notified about all of our free trainings. Okay. Now, I do get this question a lot. So people say to me, okay, so what is the number one skill? Like if there was just one skill that I could learn and it would impact my business, what would it be? And when I answer the question, I can see by the look on their face that they're disappointed, right? They're disappointed because they want me to hand them a magic list, right? But I don't have the list. I don't have the list that they're looking for. But here's some really good news. All right, let's talk about the good news in that. Every client is different. Every VA is different. The key is to find the clients who have the skills that you want to offer and know how to do, right? So here's the thing that I want you to focus on instead. Ready? Confidence. Confidence. I want you to focus on that because that is the number one skill to have when growing your business. And I'm going to teach you some ways to do that. So come on in and tell me where you are. I can see a bunch of you here. Hello, Frederica. Hello, hello, hello. So tell me who's here. Okay, good. Now, a lot of people think that it's a good idea to wait until they have confidence before they take the first step in their business or start the business. Okay, but it's going to be a long wait. It's likely going to be a long wait because confidence comes from taking action, taking risks, and doing things that are uncomfortable. But once your confidence starts to grow, so will your business. So keep this in mind. Here's what I want you to think about. The first thing I want you to do to build your confidence is to find a guide. Okay, find a guide. I have constantly and consistently looked for people who have already achieved what I want. Okay. I study them. I ask questions. I follow their advice and counsel. And I have always chosen my guides very carefully. All right. Very carefully. And that has served me well. And it has saved me a lot of time. All right. It saved me a lot of time. The second thing is I want you to listen to the voices in your head. Okay. I want you to think about how are you talking about yourself? It matters. It matters a lot. So if you are trash talking yourself and saying, who are you? You don't know what you're doing. This is ridiculous. You got to stop that. You got to stop that. And you got to say to yourself, nope. And we're not doing that now. We're not having that conversation. I'm not available for that. And I want you to start looking for the possibilities, like I've got what it takes. I always figure everything out. I can do this. And I want you to start replacing that language in your head. Okay. Definitely. I'm just thinking there was something else that came to mind. Oh yeah. The other thing that you can do, and I do this a lot, is if you're having trouble stopping the voices in your head, put something else in there. Listen to a podcast, listen to Audible, listen to something, okay? But just move that voice out if you're not able to train it to be nice to you. And over time, you will be able to do that, but you really need to put some effort into that, right? Catch yourself and say, nope, we're not doing that today. All right, let's say hi to some of you guys that are here. This is awesome. So Frederica is here, Lisa is here, Tristy and Wendy, and Davida is here. Hello, hello, hello. And then I've got some Facebook users that I can't see who they are, but hello to you too. Misty is here and Melanie from England. Anna's here and Chris Wilson's here and Tessa, bonjour from Houston. Excellent, you guys. Good, good, good. So come on in. Come on in. All right. So find a guide. Look for someone who already has what you want, right? Likely they can help you get there. The second thing is listen to the voices in your head. Pay attention to how you're talking to yourself and train the voices to be nicer to you. All right. You can definitely do this. I had some pretty nasty action going on in my head for a long time. So I know it can be done. All right. The third thing I want you to do, be careful who you talk to. Okay. So whether this is your first business idea, or your last, be careful who you share your idea with, because it's likely that the people in your life, especially those who don't know the joy of having your own business, are going to try to protect you. And what they're going to do is they're going to point out why this is a crazy idea. They're going to say, you should get a job. You don't have what it takes. Are you sure this is going to work? This is pretty risky, right? So I want you to really think about who you're talking to, because this can shatter your confidence. We were just talking about this a couple of minutes ago in study hall with one of our students, right? So you want to, you don't want to try to convince them. You don't want to try to, convince your friends and family this is going to work. Find a guide, listen to the voices in your head, and put your head down and get to work. Now, if you have, I do have a friend that I share my business ideas with, and we have a saying. This is kind of funny. We call it, "Don't kill my baby." Okay. So if I have an idea and I go to him and it's a very tender idea and it's fresh and I don't really want his feedback, but I want to share it with him, I'll say, "Okay, don't kill my baby. I'm thinking about this." And he'll talk to me from the, point of being encouraging. If there's some big giant hole that I don't see, he might point it out to me. And he does that with me as well. So he's the only person that I share my new ideas with. So just because you're married to someone or they're your best friend, they're not necessarily the best person to share your business ideas with. Okay. All right. The fourth thing I want you to do, this is hard. I want you to do one thing at a time. Starting a business is no time for shiny object syndrome. Okay. So you know what I'm talking about, being a squirrel, like looking over here, looking over there. This is not time for that. It's a time for focus, consistency, and commitment to your dream. So if you're going to be a success, you're going to have to prioritize the work that you need to get done. And there is an order there, there is an order. And I think that you'll find this in life as well. Do one thing at a time, complete it, and then move on to the next thing. It will absolutely help you build your confidence. And, I want you to celebrate those things. I go into the kitchen, my husband will be standing there, and I'll go for a high five. I'll give him a big high five, and I'll say, "I just did this big scary thing that I didn't think I could do, and I nailed it." I don't need to explain to him what it is, right? It doesn't matter, right? But just get that energy, that high five. Okay. So definitely celebrate. And I'll even say to him sometimes, "I know that I've already said this, and I'm going to stop talking about it soon, but that big scary thing that I said I was going to do that I did, I just want to announce again that I did it, because I am still proud of myself." Okay. And it might seem silly, but boy, it's a good way it's a great way to talk to yourself and to celebrate what you've done, because it takes a lot of courage to start a business, right? It takes a lot of courage. Now here's the big one. Oh, and this one is this is a slippery slope. Okay. A slippery slope. Keep your word to yourself. You got to keep your word to yourself. Okay. And here's what I mean. If you say you're not going to hit the snooze button, which is something I'm working on right now, you need to not hit the snooze button. If you say you're going to tell 10 people about your business and you didn't do it, you need to get out of bed. Okay. You really need to just think about what you're saying to yourself, because what will happen is when you do what you say you're going to do, you start to trust yourself. That is the number one thing that will build your confidence. And this was hard. This was hard because, when I started my business, I'm thinking, I've been taking care of Emily all day. I need a break. This is ridiculous. I'm too tired. I don't have the money. I have a million excuses. But the thing is that think about it with taking care of yourself. It could be really easy to eat the way you tell yourself you're going to eat all day. You go and you exercise, and then someone offers you a French fry. And French fries, there's nothing wrong with French fries. I love myself, I love a good French fry. But the thing is if I've said to myself that I've told myself, I want to get in shape. We're not going to eat fried food. We're going to eat X, Y, and Z. And then I eat that French fry. It never feels good, right? And even if it tastes good in the minute, it doesn't taste good. And your business is the same way. Make goals and keep your word to yourself, and then celebrate it. Because when you do that, you're showing yourself that you're responsible, you're showing yourself that you're capable, and you're showing yourself that you're a person who keeps their word, right? And this is really the number one way to build confidence. So let me see the comments we have here. So Lisa says, I've been looking into the way music affects your thoughts, focus, and productivity. It's working well for me. Yes, I listen to music all day long. I'm a big country music fan, and I have a Pandora station that I created. It's called Luke Combs Radio. I love Luke Combs and all of the people that are similar to him. And I listen to that all day. And sometimes I need to turn it on and sometimes I need to turn it off, but it absolutely helps fill my head. Yes. All right. Tessa says it's not silly at all. We should all be proud of our accomplishments. They don't disappear just because we announced them one time. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I think it's important. And sometimes, it feels like, I'm not going to say that. It's important to celebrate what we do because I know there are things that we do every single day that we don't want to do, but we decide, you know what? I want a successful business. It doesn't matter if I don't feel like it. Do it anyway, right? Do it anyway. Well, I am thrilled that you guys are here. So thank you for coming. I want to leave you with an invitation for those of you who are new. I'm Belinda Sandor. I am the founder of the VA Connection. And this is an online community. We have almost 30,000 members. And at the VA Connection, I work with new, aspiring, and established virtual assistants to really help them have the thriving business that they want. So if you're new to us and the RocketGirl Show, jump on over to the VA Connection in Facebook, click the join button, and we'll happily let you in. All right, everybody have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the RocketGirl Show. Bye for now.